So, as many people know, the news regarding GTA 6 being delayed to 2026 is something that has been, I don't know, it's something that has been getting talked about a lot lately. And I'm pretty sure at this point, fans of the GTA series and people who are fans of Rockstar has just about had enough by now because it seems like I don't know. It seems like Rockstar has basically been doing everything they can to delay the release of this game. And I'm convinced by the time that this game comes out, people are not going to really give a damn because just look at the game. I mean, it looks woke as hell. And honestly, there's been so many leaks and we've actually seen a trailer for the game and all that stuff. Um, it's just to a point where it's like, how is this game, not ready for 2025, Because I don't know, like I've been making videos and a lot of people have been reporting about the game being released sometime this year, only for Rockstar to, push the release date for the game back again. And hopefully this will be the final time they push the release date for the game back. And the targeted release date as of right now is May 26th of next year. It's supposed to be on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. And honestly, this better be a game that surpasses GTA 5 in terms of quality, in terms of replay value, and in terms of overall direction, because this is a video game that has a $2 billion budget. And like they went as far as to bring back, Vice City, for like the open world map and all that. And the open world map is rumored to be almost twice the size as what we got in GTA 5. And I guess, we have two protagonists opposed to three like we got in GTA 5. And I really feel like the success of this game really depends on the features, whether or not people can connect with the main characters, Lucia and her boyfriend. Um, and honestly, like, I feel like this is one of those games that is really going to set the tone for Rockstar games for the remainder of the decade because I feel like this is a game that people have waited to see for so long to a point where it has to surpass GTA 5, even though that might be like literally impossible because the cost of gaming is increasing. And that's definitely going to be a thing, especially with, the tariffs that's supposed to be coming up soon. And the economy basically going to hell and inflation being a thing. It makes me wonder whether or not GTA 6 is going to sell half of what GTA 5 did. Because you got to remember, back in 2013, the economy was much better. And the thing is, we had entered a recession back in 2008. And by the early teens, we were still feeling the effects of that recession. But honestly, it wasn't as bad back then as it is right now. And, um, and I do feel like this is something that this has to be a huge success for Rockstar. It's got to be, because this is a game that has been teased for a very long time, and I don't want to see them I don't want to see them release this game. It's full of bugs and glitches and complaints. You want to avoid that type of backlash. But I feel like when the game comes out, if it's like well polished and exceeds um, people's expectations, it's going to be one of those games where Metacritic is going to give it give it a good score, like in the like maybe in the late 80s, early 90s or something. And then the user score is probably going to be lower because it seems like that's been a reoccurring trend as of late. Maybe people are just not into video games nowadays as they were back in the day, like during the 2000s and the teens and all that stuff. And yeah, I feel like for the most part, like the whole Bonnie and Clyde dynamic for this game is something that is going to be one of the major things that people are going to be looking forward to with this title, and I honestly feel that like this game, like in general, it has the potential to be the biggest game of this decade, because a lot of video games nowadays have a hard time selling. In fact, a lot of video games have been flopping. They've been struggling to reach 3 or 4 million copies in sales. And that has been seen with games like, Mortal Kombat 1, with Street Fighter 6. I think Final Fantasy 7. Remake actually did pretty well, but it didn't reach like 10 mil in terms of sales just yet. I'm sorry, I mean like Rebirth. I think Remake actually did pretty well. But like just a lot of games in general for the most part, like they struggle to like reach 10 mil in terms of sales. I feel like this game could be an exception because I feel like the anticipation and the hype alone is something that is going to cause pre-orders to skyrocket like crazy. But but yeah, I mean I really wish this game was coming out this year, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be the case. Um we have no idea whether or not it's going to be ported to PC next year, but I feel like it's going to happen at some point. And Rockstar Games would be dumb not to port this game to PC because a lot of people are PC gamers more so like now than ever. And I think if I'm not mistaken, Microsoft is supposed to be coming out with a new Xbox console in 2027. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, hopefully that'll be backwards compatible. I don't see this game being on the Switch too because you're gonna get like a PS4 quality version of the game if it was ported to the PS2. It's something that could happen like later down the line. I don't think it's going to happen as soon as the game comes out or anything like that. But I think it's best for the game to remain on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, and hopefully it gets a PC port a little bit later down the line. But yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a lot riding on this game, and hopefully we'll learn more details about GTA 6 as time goes by, and I don't know. Hopefully, Rockstar decides to throw in some stuff to kind of surprise us in relation to gameplay and stuff like that. But I'm not holding my breath. I feel like they're just like putting on the finishing touches of the game and all that. And they're doing everything they can to make sure that GTA 6 doesn't end up as a botched release in 2026.